in America in the last 3 months communicates exactly like the Kremlin. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent warned the countries against which the U.S. has launched a trade war against taking swift countermeasures. I quote, "Stay calm and accept it and see what happens, because if you react, it will escalate." End of quote. This sounds like a typical Russian threat, or am I just imagining it? No, it's exactly like it. What Russia does is, they punch you in the face, or they take something that's yours and they, don't react. It will get worse. It will get worse. And if you do react, they're like, no, now it's gonna get worse. Of course you're gonna react. Don't let yourself to be pushed around, my friends. Not ever, not in your personal life, and not by a man who just effed 8 billion people. So now I want to read you a very short thread, what is called What the Tariffs Will Not Do, because there is a list of things they will not do. Pushes away all of that fake information Trump has spoken. First, let's clarify what the tariffs will not do. Tariffs will not fix the US trade deficit. That's simply wishful thinking. Tariffs will reduce both exports and imports, leaving the overall balance of trade largely unchanged. They will reduce both exports and imports. Tariffs will not rebuild US manufacturing. First, tariffs will make American export less competitive in global markets. Second, tariffs will put upward pressure on the US dollar, making US goods more expensive to foreign buyers. As a result, it will become costly to produce American products and nobody will want to buy them. Now, what will likely happen if the tariffs persist? Americans will pay higher prices. Tariffs are a tax on domestic consumers. They raise the costs of imported goods, and the cost is passed on to Americans as inflation. I'll end it here. The list goes on and on. That's the pure, simplistic, robust truth to it. Tariff is not the way to make America rich. Tariffs are a tax on all Americans. That's how it is. So Trump just raised American taxes 25 to 50% on consumer goods imported. So just to illustrate, what actually gets more expensive? In you and me, in our kitchen and household, what gets more expensive, with some specific examples? Let's begin by taking a tour of your grimy homes. Why grimy? What? Of your beautiful homes. In your kitchen, coffee maker likely made in China, Thailand or Malaysia, you'll now pay 24 to 36% more. Sponges enjoy the 34 to 46% tariff. In your bathroom, towels, many are made in India, Pakistan or Turkey, and you enjoy 26 to 29% tariff. We might say tariff, but we actually mean increase in price in the store that you're buying it from. You buy a towel, you buy a sponge, it will get more expensive, 1/4 for you and me. Why I say me also, because US economy affects almost every other economy in the world, because they are the backbone of the trade economy we have all over the world right now. So we're all affected by this. In your garage, power tools often made in China, Taiwan or Mexico or Japan, because everybody loves Makita. 32 to 34% increase in the price you are paying it for. And I'm not even mentioning the expensive stuff like cars, appliances, furniture and TVs. All of that will get a massive price increase in Walmart, wherever you Target, wherever you're buying it from, you will pay for it and I will pay for it. So this brings me to the question, why is Trump doing it? Why does he want to crash the economy? Why is he personally winning from it? And we have the answers already. I mean, history provides us a lot of answers. Those trying to understand the tariffs as an economic policy are dangerously naive. No, the tariffs are a tool to collapse our democracy, a mean of control to compel loyalty from every business that will need to petition Trump for relief. Let's explain, let's look into it. This week you will read many confused economists and political pundits who won't understand how the tariffs make economic sense. That's because they don't. They aren't designed to as economic policy. The tariffs are simply a new, super dangerous political tool. You see, our founders created a president with limited and checked powers. They specifically put the power of spending and taxation in the hands of the legislature. Why? because they watched how kings and despots used spending and taxes to control their subjects. That's exactly what's going on in Russia. Putin has impoverished most of Russia, except for St. Petersburg and Moscow. 85% of Russians are extremely poor. Now, when he suddenly wants to take over another country, he will offer them $5K a month, dollars, 4K, 3K, and these guys from Buryatia and East Siberia, they're going crazy over this money because they're impoverished. So this is his way to get his population to die for him. He controls his population with that. So this is a way for Trump to do it also. British kings use taxation to reward loyalty and punish dissent. Our own revolution was spurred by the king's use of heavy taxation of the colonies to punish our push for self-governance. The king's message was simple: stop protesting and I'll stop taxing.